as usual, another week in the books, which means it's time for me to talk about the best new tracks, the best new singles that I heard anywhere this year. Let's do it. 5 of them. Number 5, we got a new song from Water for Your Eyes, whose new album I am really looking forward to. It is a pretty hard driving piece of indie rock with guitars that start off a little on the subtler side but eventually roar into these grinding riffs that contrast really well with the sweeter, softer, gentler vocals, which are belting out one catchy refrain after another. And at number 4, we have got post-punk outfit Shame. For a band as unhinged as this, it feels weird to say this, but Shame is kind of cutting loose in a way that they never have before on this song. It is rambunctious, it is energetic, it is propulsive, and I find that very infectious, even though it doesn't have the catchiest or the most well put together composition of any Shame single I've ever heard. At number 3, it is Open Mike Eagle. It has been a few years since I really loved an Open Mike Eagle record, but this new single, Contraband, I think it's really promising. I love its low-key jazzy sound. I love that it lets him take over as a storyteller, as a narrative deliverer, and he does so while weaving in a ton of his typical colorful references and witty double entendres, and the saxophone that roars into the track in the second half is just the icing on the cake. And at number 2, Big Thief. I know that some people have had their issues with the way that I've covered Big Thief records, which I've always felt are really inconsistent in the past, but one thing is, the band does have some incredible high points, and I really think this is one of them. Really strong single, really great way to start off this new era. The track has a lot going for it. It has a bit of a more involved and punchy and up-tempo instrumental than you may be used to on a lot of the more quiet, gentle, and reserved Big Thief songs, but Adrian fits over it perfectly, and as typically the band does, they pack this thing front to back full of irresistible refrains. And at number 1, no surprise here, it's the girl, Ethel Cain, with Nettles, the lead single to her second new project of 2025, which, rather than indulging in the surprising world of drone music that occupied her first record, is going to return to something that sounds a little bit more like Preacher's Daughter, and that's exactly what this single is. Don't get me wrong, it has its indulgences. This thing is 8 minutes long, and its intro is plodding, to say the least, but eventually it gets to a really dramatic, really climactic, really wonderful moment that has been stuck in my head all week. I love the whole second half of this song. It's comfortably my favorite new song of the week. Tell me in the comments what yours is.